Alrighty guys, it's time for another XRP update. Let's get into it. So no surprise here, things look bad, right? Things have just been de-escalating super quick. It's kind of crazy almost if we look at the chart ever since we broke our major support line that we held for almost a year up in the 160 zone. Now we've just been kind of falling into thin air, de-escalating down and hitting around the 130s as we stand at the moment. But not everything is doom and gloom altogether, because as we talked about last time, we are starting to approach oversold territory in our weekly time frame, as well as other time frames, including the daily, etc. So there may be evidence soon, hopefully, that we have found a floor. But let's get into the chart, take a look, and see if we can figure out when that might be. Okay, so first and foremost, here's our chart for XRP on the 4-hour time frame right here. Okay, and what I want to point out, of course, as we all can tell, price has just been continuing downward. Bearish momentum is just prevailing beyond anything else. However, at the very bottom, you'll notice the RSI. Now this RSI is very interesting to me because, as you can see, we just formed a trend line to hold bearish momentum down. So with that being said, we want to look for a break in this trend line to potentially see a shift in bullish momentum. And from a daily time frame, you can see things here look just about the same, right? They've been kind of going down for the most part over time. We did have that massive dump out of our bull flag, but then recovered back in, and now we're just sitting at the bottom again, looking very sketchy. Again, keep in mind, this bottom trend line here, the orange one, is just relative. It's not exact. The XRP bull flag isn't an exact model at this point. We don't have solid evidence to support this trend line here. But with that being said, not only on the 4-hour at the RSI do we have a bear trend that we can follow, but in the daily, you can see I've drawn a red line for that as well. So we also have that to be able to use for confluence on when we might see bullish momentum return again. Now, what does it mean when we have RSI bear trend show up on two different time frames? Well, simply put, it kind of goes like this. On the 4-hour, what we would like to see is the trend, of course, break. But then we could get further confirmation of bullish momentum gaining if not only do we break it on the 4-hour, but we also break on the daily. So think of this as just a stronger affirmation, should we break to the upside out of this, that we are seeing bullish momentum return. And of course, as always with RSI, we want to see strong price reaction when we get that break. If it's slow or it's not very exaggerated, that could be a sign that maybe we still have further down to go and we're only seeing a correction and not actually a new move to the upside. And then lastly, right here is the weekly.